104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here. Featuring Eric.
Eric? He is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And Ding Dong. Ryan. 104.1 KRBE. Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas.
Morning.
It's Wednesday. It's October 2nd of 2024. 6 o'clock on dot.
Day.
And Astros,
Damn it.
was really something else at Minute Maid Park yesterday with bases loaded. And
I wasn't loaded. That's what sucked. The game was at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. It ended.
I would have loved to have one of those stories where all those sports heads today are saying, well, the Astros did what they do. And they tortured their fans all through the game, and they made it work in the end, the bottom of the ninth. No.
Oh, yeah.
Although that hit was good, it just was unfortunate. It went straight to the first baseman.
Don't you think that was indicative of the entire season? So many missed opportunities where it's like you think we're going to pull it out, and then,
Still got a game today.
I know.
During nighttime.
I just hate that.
tomorrow,
I hate
hopefully.
that we have to operate like this, backs against the wall. I hate that. We have a friend in Detroit. Eric and I were texting yesterday, and he was like, "Oh my God, y'all don't know how long we've been waiting for this." And this one guy in Detroit, like I don't know where I saw it. This fan,
It's been 11 years, I think.
Yeah, the feed comes up, and this guy's like, "Oh my God, my heart's racing. I want to throw up. I want to hit a wall. I'm excited. I'm mad. Man, I've missed this feeling." Like, because for them, for the Tigers, they haven't been in the playoffs.
I like AJ
right?
Hinch, so I mean, if something did happen,
I don't want to talk
don't
about
want it to happen.
Well, Hunter
That's what-
Brown's going to make his first major league playoff start. So, how do you feel about that?
Great.
I
Should've
just want
started
them
yesterday.
to make it easier on us. Can they just have made it a little easier on us? Like, get a couple runs, make it interesting instead of 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and then
Well, the first
3-1, and then we might. No, we
it was
didn't.
like half full, but when the game started, I'm like, oh man, the cameras are showing this.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
Because
oh.
everybody's at concessions.
No, it's because it's 1:30. It's a
Yeah.
game at 1:30.
Oh.
They're trying to leave work, fight traffic, get in there, pay their parking, fight their way into the. How long the lines are to get Minute Maid Park for a playoff game? It's
Yeah.
craziness. So yeah, it probably took 2 innings to get the butts in the seats.
I'm
Pretty
sure.
much.
I'm sure. And then the traffic afterwards, because Jules, my best friend, lives in Edo, and I live near-ish Minute Maid, and it took her forever to get out of that traffic.
Oh wait, I have a dumb question, Amnesty, about living around Minute Maid Park. Actually, it's about Minute Maid Park because every time I've gone to a game, it smells like pee everywhere.
What?
Oh yeah. It smells
That
like
has a
pee all over
very-
the
Why do you
concrete.
smell urine?
Because there's a lot of homeless people around there, and they're always peeing in the street.
Sidewalks.
So my dumb question, Amnesty, is
Yes.
when we get these like real hardcore rainstorms, does that like wash away the pee smell after a really good rainstorm?
I would think.
Because
I'm
nobody's washing the sidewalks or the streets after the pee has been
That's true.
released.
Well, sometimes they're out there with those high pressure sprayers, but also if it's underneath the overpass, I don't think the rain can get to that.
No, that's true.
That's true.
It's always at the corner of Hamilton and like Franklin and whatever the next street, Texas Avenue in Hamilton.
But as soon as
It
it gets
stinks
washed
like
away,
pee.
it will probably come back.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's
Right, and
Plus the
also it's
heat.
probably deep in there. Yeah.
And
It
he
always
bakes
stinks.
it in.
And like the sad
like
thing
dog
is,
parks.
like we were saying how the smell brings you back memories, like your kindergarten classroom and things like that. I think that the smell of hot pee is the smell of
Ew.
Astros games.
They're supposed to tear that stuff up around there, right? They're going to build like a cool, like in Wrigley Field.
I don't know.
They have a cool area. They got the hotel there. They got bands, and it's
Oh,
it's
they're
a party.
doing more of the
When's that?
gentrification.
When's that going to happen?
I have to look it up. I thought last year he bought it. Jim Crane bought the area around it.
Oh. Did
I
not
don't know,
know.
man.
With
but
the
if smell
random
of pee
house
is
that's still
strong.
on like stilts because they refuse to do anything with it.
Oh, I know. I've
Remove it.
seen
So
that
annoying.
forever.
The house will be stuck there.
It's
I
one
think
of
it
those
is
historic
because it
first
can't,
houses.
it can't go underneath any of the underpasses, right? Isn't that why it's
Well,
stuck
no.
there?
I mean, it's like 2.5 stories. There's no way it can fit under an underpass.
It must be historical, and they can't turn it.
Yeah, that's
tear
why
it
they
down.
can't.
They could move
Is
it
that
up.
blue house? It's all
Yes.
falling apart.
It's
yeah,
on
that's an
stilts
historical
right now.
house.
Like they've started them, excavate it.
Well, you know where it used to. You know where it used to be. If you were at Minute Maid Park on Texas Avenue at the box office where the baseballs are,
Yeah.
right across from there is where that house used to be.
Oh.
Years ago. Then they've moved it to wherever it is now because then they turned that into what is that now? It's not the bus anymore. Whatever the bus was, is that parking lot or is
parking
that the
lot.
structure now?
It's a parking lot.
Okay, yeah. Because I
It's
never.
so sad.
I always
Went to
park
a
on the other
bar-
side.
A bar, and it was just fun.
It was so fun to be
right
across
there.
the street.
I mean, it's embarrassing. We don't have
No, we don't have any.
anything. Like
No.
most parks have cool places around it.
The
Like,
only bar is
Kirby
1820.
Ice House would be a perfect spot, or like Little
yeah.
Woodrow's, but it needs to be closer because
Yeah.
those are just really nice, fun family
They needed just like that
bars
block around.
that are like. That sounds weird. to
How
say
much did they sell
family-friendly
for
bars, but-
that bus? That bus was so fun. We used to do live broadcasts from there.
Whoa!
I went to a really awesome Halloween
Dodgers
party in my
World
single
Series
days
17,
there.
cool.
2017 Dodgers.
Yeah, that was
Remember being
so
over
fun.
there?
What was bus? What did bus stand for? It was B dot U
Behind-
dot S dot behind.
Behind Union Station.
that what it
BUS.
is?
Behind Union Station.
It was a legit bus, though.
Is that behind it though?
we're
I feel like it's
guessing.
facing it.
Just the name.
Got it.
Right when you walk in, Union Station's on the corner where the big store is. Right? No, Union Station's on Crawford. Because this is Texas Avenue, you got Crawford, you got Hamilton. Union Station, you access from there.
So another, yeah.
Right. So I don't know what
Crawford
bus
boxes.
stood for, but anyway, it was a fun bar. I'm just sad it's gone, but at the same time, yeah, it smells like pee around my.
Oh, wow.
Especially the last 3 years, being in the World Series
gosh, so
and being
fun.
in the playoffs.
I know.
And
Just
there's nowhere to go.
1820 is the only place, the thing that's connected to Joysticks. It's the only bar that you can walk to from Minute Maid
That's
Park.
a neat little place, though.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, because there's restaurants, but
it's really packed.
It
but
really
that's
is. Well,
Not
guess
far.
who blew up our listener line first thing this morning?
Good morning, Fort Knockers. Hey, well, the Astros lost yesterday, and somehow I feel like it's Ryan's fault. Or I bet Eric went to the game. Did you go to the game, Eric? Hey, Sam, how many touchdowns did the Astros get yesterday? Have a good day, Fort Knockers.
that was
Always.
a special
Knocker.
question.
Yeah, that's-
Sam knows her sports.
I do know
I think
sports.
Special
he's
K.
confused you with Kevin.
Yeah.
And-
We are the same person.
Ryan did not go. I did not go.
Nope.
No, I didn't go either.
No comment.
No.
I could barely watch it. I was like, okay, I'm not going to watch it. Maybe that's how nervous I am. That's why I said I cannot go to postseason because I get too nervous. So I started it off. Then I had to leave to go do like mom things because, you know, it's about to be school time out and all that. And I would like just sneak a peek. I'd sneak a peek. And then I would text Eric, oh, what's happening? It was like,
It was
"Don't
the
watch
topic
it.
of conversation.
Don't watch it.
We did the National Neighbors Night Out, me and my fiance last night. National Neighbors Night Out, and nobody was happy about the Astros.
What's your fiance's name?
Jen.
You should just tell people Jen.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why.
listeners-
It's so
listeners don't know.
weird. Forever,
Well,
I
you
just
could say Jen, my fiance.
I would
'cause
say
if he
my
says Jen,
girlfriend.
you know
that,
what
right?
it is.
Say this.
Because
or
someday
that.
you get married, then you guys
Yeah.
say my wife.
My wife. My wife.
It's been nice. My wife.
My wife.
Very nice.
Nice.
So,
Oh, you do
Astros
both, though.
today. If you're going to the game, try and get there. Is it 1:30 again today?
132.
Same time.
Yeah, so
weird.
just try
Not
and
the
maybe
same results.
play
though.
hooky.
We're-
Problem is the
we're gonna do
announcers.
it.
It's on ESPN and ABC 13.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear the announcers. They have the mix so terrible. Like,
Oh, he's buried in
I hear the crowd. And then you hear the, yes, and here's the play. I'm like, I can't hear you. Speak up. Michael
And I didn't
Kay-
know those guys when they were doing the whole.
See, they
like-
don't realize they're
Michael
doing
Kay,
it.
he's
though.
the New York Yankees and TV announcer.
Oh, is he really?
And then the other guy's a little nerd, baseball dork. Little nerd. I forget his name. You see him, and he even sounds
Nerd
whiny.
baseball
Well, you
dork.
know, in 1974, I'm like, oh, God,
one
you're
of those guys.
dork.
You're
Yeah.
a dork.
But they don't
It's driving
realize what
nuts.
they're doing. You know, they've just got an audio feed. They got their headphones on. They're talking. It's the engineer or the sound engineer who's getting them buried in the mix. So it's not their
I'm
fault.
hoping they fix it today.
Come on, Stros. Let's go. Make it interesting. Let's go. Let's go.
It
let's
is
go.
interesting. It's do or die, baby.
Yep.
I know, but it's more interesting nationally if it's a 1-1. You know what I mean? Like nationally, it gets like, oh, that's what happens to the Astros. Plus, we're always the villains, and everyone wants to see the Astros lose. So it'd been so epic last night if we'd won in the bottom of the ninth, because then that guy would probably go on social media who always hates the Astros and says, "There they go again. Why do they always win?" I just want to see that guy.
It's just so frustrating.
Gears get grimy.
We're having October not thinking about baseball. I mean, if it's over, then at least I have the whole month
Well, let's not
to
be
do
naked.
other things.
I'm not gonna put that
yeah,
out there.
football.
Yeah.
And the
The
Texans-
As soon as
Texans
football
are doing
season,
great.
that's where I go.
I got basketball in 2 weeks.
Well, when
Rockets.
our team doesn't play, baseball is over, because whether they win or lose,
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
baseball's over.
Yeah.
There's no.
Is there ever
need
a
to watch
lull
any.
in the year where there's no sports for you guys?
Yeah, when is that
No,
time,
there was-
Eric? You always say, "Oh, this is so horrible. There's
Well,
nothing.
July,
There's no
because-
baseball. There's no football."
Let them when the All-Star game happens. There's no, they're off for like
Not
4 days. That
consistent.
means there's no football.
Yeah.
There's no anything.
January through December.
Nope. January as
No.
NFL.
January through December,
For
that's the
Kevin.
entire year for you,
For
Kevin.
Kevin.
Nothing?
The whole year.
You don't like anything?
I mean, if
Nothing.
hockey is on, I'll watch it.
Yeah, you like
But,
hockey.
as a kid, you didn't
But
watch.
they don't play the Flyers down here.
You're right.
You'd have to have some kind of like NHL pass.
Well, Tillman's
$25 a month.
Tillman's
That's
trying to
what
do
that
something. He's trying to bring hockey to the city.
That'd be so cool.
Will it?
Yeah, hockey's
I
awesome.
love hockey.
I would like
It
that,
is
but we had the
so
Arrows for so many years and they
fast-paced.
couldn't get people to go.
That's not professional. It's not NHL. That's like
I don't
saying
know, I
the
feel like-
USFL or something versus
Yeah.
NFL.
So it'd be more exciting. Like
Those
if
guys
we
are all
didn't
young.
have-
It's like AAA. Like
These
I
guys
love
are-
Sugarland Space Cowboys, but it's not the Astros.
Well, I'd be curious to see if we got NHL how fast it would fill, because I would like to say we have a good fan base for that. I know the Dallas Stars have won the Stanley Cup, and a lot of Dallasites love hockey. But growing up in Houston, Texas, that was not on my radar.
If you got 7.5 million people,
I know,
you can
it's
fill
wild
up.
to me.
You can get 12,000 people.
And lots of transplants who like hockey came from
yeah.
hockey playing states.
Yes.
And Canadians
Yes.
who love hockey.
I don't know very many Canadians here, but okay.
We need hockey.
I'm
seeing
sure
if there are
they're
because of that,
Canadians.
like,
I
oil
have
and
very good
gas
friends that
world.
are Canadians.
Really?
They moved here for oil and gas.
Are they really nice?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're super nice.
Good day, y'all.
Nice. Okay, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, Tony Busby made national news yesterday because this Puff Daddy case is getting out of control.
Oh.
Out of control. You got to hear what he said yesterday to the national press. This is madness. Here's something like along those lines, even worse. Here's your official weather for today.
It's going to be sunshine with a high in the low 90s. Right now, 74 degrees and 611 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
It is brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. Hey, don't forget.
Why do we have that?
Somebody's damn excited about
It's
Scoop.
waking you up, baby.
6:23 in the morning. Anyone that excited, you're a serial killer.
I don't know why they thought that.
I don't think I've ever yelled at the radio like, woo, woo, woo.
Well, we get excited with things that
Sports
we
I
do.
have, but not like.
And
This is just such a weird.
can you play it one more time?
Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
just the beginning.
Let's all
the
listen to
person
this
saying
lady.
anything?
Yeah.
It's a guy or girls.
It's
don't
the
know
guy
who's
talking and the
I
girl
just
wooing.
get distracted
Here we
with the
go.
wooing.
Me too.
Keep your radio right here.
Time for your daily scoop. Roula and Ryan Celebrity Scoop.
So it's like a looped woo woo.
Yeah.
It's a looped woo woo.
Keep your radio right here.
Woo woo woo. All right.
Oh, God.
Don't forget, that was really loud.
Sorry.
Don't forget, Say It for Sabrina happens at 8 o'clock this morning. We're going to reveal the phrase of the day, and then you have a 9 a.m. chance, a noon chance, a 3 p.m. chance, and a 5 p.m. chance to say it for Sabrina. You repeat back the phrase that we reveal at 8 o'clock at those times, if you're caller 104, and that gives you a chance to win the grand prize, which includes 4 sweet tickets to the Sabrina Carpenter Show, October 27th at Toyota Center, and a ride to and from the show provided by Top Tier Chauffeur Services. It's all brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union, and we do it 4 times a day, right? 9, 12, 3, and 5. It is at 8 a.m. You get the phrase. It's called Say It for Sabrina.
What I love about these things, they're just like, they're memories. I mean, they're experiences, and you'll carry those with you the rest of your life.
Say it for Sabrina. All right. Now, let me get to this because this is just getting crazy now. Last week, we talked to Larry Levine. If you missed that conversation, you've got to hear the Friday podcast with the full conversation with Larry Levine, who's a prison consultant.
It was a 7
He's
o'clock
a former...
hour, right? 7:40.
7:40, yes. So it's the 7
Yes.
o'clock hour
So
of
7
our
o'clock
Friday
hour.
podcast,
Yes.
correct. He's a former prisoner. He's a consultant for people going to prison to learn how to deal with your own attorneys and how the system works for probation and what's going to happen when you get in jail. And he really gave us some eye-opening information about what it truly is to be Sean Combs right now, where you had the world at your disposal and you've been reduced down to a closet until trial, which could take almost 2 years to get to trial because there's over 125 people as of now who are going to file a lawsuit against him for sexual assault, and the list goes on and on. Tony Busby is representing 120 of them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they
busy.
all, I don't know how many attorneys are representing others, but Tony's not the one main guy. There's other people representing other
How
victims.
does that work?
Yeah.
Does he just practice law in Texas, even though this stuff's happening?
Well, when you
You know what I mean?
have
Like,
one
the Sean
main
Watson I
case,
get
you can
because
all
it was
add
all
on.
here.
Houston.
Yeah.
And
Is
he
it
was fighting that.
Class action?
It's almost like I would say it's like a class action, but it's not. I don't have the right words, but to your point, Kevin, yes, everyone is filing the same type of alleged claim against the person.
But
the
they
same
do
person.
they do
That's it.
vetting as well. So he's got 60 males and 60 females, but in the article in the Chronicle, he said that more than 3,285 people have contacted his firm with allegations against P. Diddy.
Well, here's the statement he made yesterday in the press about everything that is about to be revealed and what's going on with this.
But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. The individual cases, there are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
Anytime you have somebody like an Epstein or anything like this, you had to have enablers, like people that turned a blind eye or actually helped him. I mean, I think what's so shocking is one of the victims was only 9 years old. One of the alleged
youngest
victims.
accuser. The youngest accuser.
Yeah.
So
9.
25 victims were underage when they alleged the violations took place. Yeah, and the youngest one was 9. In at least one case, a woman claims she was drugged with a horse tranquilizer, which doesn't shock me at all because you talk to anybody who's ever been drugged in some capacity at a bar or whatever it is. I don't know why horse tranquilizers come into the story.
Yeah,
this
I
is
don't know
not just
anything about that.
a Diddy allegation. This is just like people who have been out. And something about horse tranquilizers getting in their drinks. Some of the behavior occurred at well-known venues, said Tony Busby, at private residences of people that a lot of people know. And many powerful people will be exposed. It even includes banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels, and record labels.
Wow.
That will be named who profited from turning a blind eye to these actions.
You know who's probably not sleeping well is Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, you think?
I'm just saying, his friend, Danny, what's his name?
Masterson.
Oh, yeah.
All this crap he went through, and then he tried to distance himself. They've got stuff of him talking, I've seen on TikTok, about parties in the past, Diddy parties and things
really?
he can't say.
Oh.
Not saying he was there, but he's just talking about
Okay, and
especially because he's got
interesting
kids now. He's like, I'm not that same guy. Well, you still were that person. I hate that excuse.
if you did a crime,
organization he
You did
has.
something bad 20 years ago. It was still you.
Right. So let's go back. Let's go back 20 years. Okay, it's
And I'm not saying he was part of the
2004.
Diddy thing. I just want to say that out there.
No,
But
yeah.
I just know that
Things are coming.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
So
he's
let's
not,
go back 20 years, Eric, when the Hush Diddy party was happening for the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And that was a big thing, like, because Diddy's parties, I think that maybe we were so naive to think, well, we thought Diddy's parties, at least for me, I can speak for me, people talking about Diddy's parties are so fun. I thought it's because the amount of celebrity power that was at the party that was cool people watching, that you're going to be at this party. And you might be like, if me and Sam went to that party, Sam and I would just be like having our drinks and having our fun. And we just kind of be like, wow, look at, there's so-and-so, there's so-and-so, there's that cute actor, there's that awesome
I know
actress.
it's the Hush
That's
one.
what I felt like that's what that was going to be. I never put it together that these parties that people thought were so fun was about all this stuff that was
Well,
going
it's
on. They were
well
gonna witness.
organized.
Did they know?
In the article?
The after party, like Hush, the party that I went to.
Yeah.
Hush was
Like,
a
you thought it was
nightclub.
gonna be celebrities
If people
there.
don't know what Eric's talking about, it was a big nightclub. It was on
In Katy.
I-10, like near Barker Cypress.
And he had a Super Bowl party there, and a lot of radio stations brought listeners there.
Yeah.
A lot of football players are there. I remember Warren Sapp hit me in the back, like trying to get through. I'm like, oh, God. I got hit by Warren Sapp. That was cool, but it hurt. And then I remember Diddy came out for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And what do you
Like,
say?
over the, because it was open
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle, remember?
It was like a
I can't even
multi-level.
remember. I just remember he was like barely hearing me.
What'd he do?
People-
Hi, y'all.
Yeah, people were just going crazy to see Diddy.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a Diddy party.
Well, that's what I'm
like
saying.
An after party is what the freak off.
Here's what they said in the article.
man,
They
that's
said
crazy.
that most of the alleged victims were trying to break into the entertainment business. They were given drinks and told that they'd be kicked out of the party if they refused to drink them.
That's just scumbags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
then again, look at what we learned about the entertainment industry in general. Look at Harvey Weinstein. I mean, all these women's names that we don't know that did not become major actresses because either they spoke up when he assaulted them or did not go through with whatever he wanted to do to them, did not go to his room for massages when they were
Yeah.
going to audition for something. There are so many people's names we don't know. There's a scene in the show This Is Us on NBC. It's on Netflix now. And the Justin Hartley guy who now plays Tracker on CBS, his character on that show was the Manny. It was like a hit show
Yes.
and all this stuff. And Brad Garrett, who was on Everybody Loves Raymond, plays like the big CBS boss. And And Justin Hartley's character is telling the Brad Garrett character, I just don't want to do this anymore. Like, I always take my shirt off. That's like, so can we just do like some real dialogue and stuff? He goes, yeah, you're going to be like, I'm going to make up a name, Aiden Christensen. You know who that is? No, nobody does, because he wouldn't listen to me and I destroyed him. Nobody knows who he is.
Take your shirt off.
And you're going to be like that too. Take your shirt off and play the Manny. Like, it was like that, right? Well, that came from somewhere. Right? Somebody has been told that.
Yeah.
That's not just made up.
But this
like,
is a
wow, the
lot
writers are
more
so
serious than
You know
that.
what I mean?
The writer's really crazy thinking of that. Nope.
Right. No, that happens. And that's, yes, the lightest form of that. So a lot of people, we don't know who they are because Harvey Weinstein didn't get his way with them.
There's
right?
a guy that's on the radio in Austin that we know. Remember your friend had to sleep with him to get a free room?
What?
That was crazy.
At a convention.
Yeah, because she didn't have money to go to the convention. And he was like, well, you can room with me if you sleep with me. And she's like, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was her choice to do it. He didn't
Right.
force her, but the fact that that's what his stipulation was, and
Like,
she,
who has
she
the-
really wanted to go to the convention
gall
because she
that-
wanted to make the connections to get a job.
Just to ask
so she
somebody
was
that.
like, okay. And Ryan, why are you so shocked?
Because it's
What did I say
disgusting.
about the hamster and the wheel?
You probably know
Yeah.
people that done this.
Why are you
Scumbags in
shocked?
radio.
You've been in radio for how many years?
I know, but it just still, it blows my mind that there's this kind of, I mean, like, who would want to be with somebody if they didn't want to be with you? I mean, it's gross.
It's not even.
In their defense, like she did sleep with him.
That's what I'm saying. It was
wasn't
her
drugged,
own
but
personal
For him to bring that up
choice.
to say,
Yeah.
hey,
Right.
like he said jokingly at first.
Well, you probably sleep with me
I
if you
wouldn't
sleep
even
in my
joke
room.
about something like that.
I mean, he was,
Was he
single. She
cute?
was single. No.
Oh.
He was single.
Was he
She was
cute?
single.
No,
And she said, I'll stay with
and he
you.
wasn't single.
Anyway,
Oh.
so. He wasn't single. That's right.
he's married.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
single.
my.
He
Oh
was
my
not.
gosh. Yeah, no.
Well, this guy is a scumbag.
Well,
You can't afford $200.
The one I keep seeing popping up on my feed, and I don't know if this is clickbait or not, but it keeps on saying that it's going to come out that Justin Bieber was one of his victims, and that
Well,
he
we've talked about that since
slept
the
with
beginning of
Diddy.
this because he was so young. Remember, he had to be with him when he was 14 or 15. And then, Usher was with Diddy, right? Wasn't he when he was
Yeah.
young?
Yeah.
So
That's why he
Usher
said he
and
never let his
Bieber's
kids
names.
go to a party around him. He said that on, I think, Howard Stern or something. He's like, no,
Oh, really?
my kids are never going to be around Diddy.
yes.
Listen, now that Larry
Everything
Levine
keeps coming up.
said to us what he said to us, for those that missed it, just in a nutshell, he said there are a lot of people who have a lot of money that could pay somebody that works in the kitchen of the prison to sprinkle a little something in Diddy's food every day, and it's undetectable. And all of a sudden, oh, Diddy has a heart attack. He's dead. Now all these people are saved, and la, 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 la. After this statement that Busby made and all these other allegations that have come out, I'm just thinking it's just tick-tock. It's a matter of time. Like, do we even have like a week left with him? Like,
I mean, I think this
there's
stuff's
too many
going
people that are like
it's going to
freaking
come
out.
out because the federal government has seized thousands of hours of video. I mean, this is a slam dunk case, like proof positive that he did all this stuff. And when it comes out, I mean, there's going to be a lot of collateral damage.
You know how I was saying last week, guys? Remember the $1 billion fight in the elevator when Solange was so mad at Jay-Z and Beyonce was just standing there? I go, what if we all have our minds blown that the real fight was about like Solange yelling at Jay-Z about something connected to Diddy, and then Beyonce's just like, yeah, you tell him. Because we all assumed it's like Solange ripping Jay-Z for cheating on Beyonce.
You never know what it could be.
You just never know what that fight's about. What was that fight about? Right? So crazy. It's so
I hope
crazy.
they never put microphones in elevators. That'd be weird.
They don't have them now,
They-
you don't think?
They have cameras, but do they put?
They'd
You
hear
don't
a
think
lot
they
of.
Not those cameras
I
have
don't think they
audio.
have-
You're just gonna
Yeah.
hear people singing a lot.
I would assume they have audio.
Oh my God! Yesterday I walked into an elevator. Somebody had totally crop dusted it. I was so mad because I was the only one in there, and I always carry spray in my purse.
Oh, no, then
so I went to spray. Right when it opened up, you saw, like the guy almost saw me spraying it because I could not take the smell, and I had
He thought
vanilla
you
spray
did
in my
it?
purse. So I vanilla sprayed the elevator, and I don't care. That guy probably thought it was me, but whatever. It smelled so bad in the crop dust
Like,
elevator.
I didn't do it.
It wasn't here. It was
right?
somewhere
You have
else.
to like tell somebody.
Yeah,
it wasn't
it's terrible.
me.
I'm hoping somebody can text us or call us if you hate your name, because there's a story I saw today. This
Okay.
person was named something, and I think Kevin and Sam's dad would love this name. But this name, this person's had, they're 52 years old now, so they've lived with this name for 52 years.
Still hates it.
So I'll tell you the name, but I'm just wondering if there's anyone out there that you just hate your name. Like, I don't like my original name. I've never gone by my real name,
Which is?
Roger.
Okay.
Roger.
Roger Eric, 'cause my dad's name was Roger.
Uh-huh.
They thought Roger Eric sounded better than Eric Roger.
Okay.
So my whole life I've been called Eric, but I never used. But that Roger has screwed me up in
But
school.
legally, your name is
R,
Roger.
because it was like an R
I put
before
an
your
R
name.
and stuff.
Rarick.
So I love my dad, but I just don't like that name.
Yeah.
I never want to be called Roger.
833-390-KRBE, or you can just text us at 37530. Tell us what your name is. If it's hard to spell, kind of phonetically send it to us on text if you can't call us. Do you hate your name? And are you going to take actions to eventually change it, or you're just like, well, this guy's 52, he didn't change it?
Well, this is a woman.
Oh, it's a woman. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE with more of the Roula and Ryan
Man,
Show.
you guys really have responded to who doesn't like their name.
I never realized so many people hate their name.
At 37530.
Maybe it just doesn't click for you.
I appreciate you phonetically sending us your name. And Eric is going to tell us a story about somebody who, after 52 years, still hates their name. You want to do that story, or should I go to
It's
Izzy?
really
I don't want to
quick.
lose Izzy.
Okay.
This lady's name is Marijuana Pepsi.
Marijuana Pepsi?
52 years old. So 52 years ago, her mom thought it would be something unique, and that name's going to take you around the world. And this girl's like, I don't even drink
And the
Pepsi
mom
or do marijuana.
didn't smoke marijuana, right?
No,
the
growing
mom
up,
did
You can't
not
even really
smoke
use those initials,
marijuana.
MP.
But people would be whispering about them when she heard the name. Of course, everybody would,
Well,
right?
yeah.
And then, but she has a
Mary.
PhD in higher education
Oh, wow.
leadership, so she never took the drugs. Her mom didn't. Her mom was not in prison. Mom did not take drugs. She just thought Marijuana Pepsi 52 years ago.
Oh, my God.
was a cool name.
Could have gone by Mary Jane. Mary Jane Pepsi.
Or maybe just she goes by Mary for short.
And then
she could
MJ.
be.
I guess you could do Marijuana Coke because then they'd think it's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can
A lot
do
of
Coke, Pepsi.
yeah.
So 833-390-KRBE is our phone number. Izzy is standing by. Hi, Izzy. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Welcome and wake up, wakey with the Roula and Ryan Show.
You don't like your name, Izzy?
No, I love my name, Izzy. I chose that nickname for myself. My middle name is which I don't like.
Oh, what is your middle name?
My middle name, in English, it translates to Alexandra. So
Okay.
in Spanish, it's Alejandra.
That's a
Oh,
pretty
that's
name.
a very common name. I've heard that a lot, Alejandra.
Why don't you like it? You named after someone you don't like?
Well, when I was born, my sister chose my name.
Okay. And you don't like your
Because
sister?
My sister and I are 7 years apart. So she named me.
And you don't get along
And
now?
so, yes, her and I do not get along.
So
just
because your
knowing
sister,
Got it.
You just hit
knowing
the
that your
source.
sister named you,
Like,
that
yeah.
makes you mad.
So, what did you say about your middle name? What did you tell them about your middle name? Is Alejandra your first name on the birth certificate, or is it your middle name?
It's my middle name, but my family calls me by my middle name.
And your first name is Isabel, and you go by Izzy, or
Associated with my sister.
yeah.
So,
Where,
you know,
okay, I understand.
Yeah,
Where did you
that's
get
fine.
Izzy
tell my
from?
mom.
Because you said you gave yourself that name, or what's the Izzy connection? Are you there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
What happened? Where does Izzy come from? Where does Izzy come from? What's your first
Short
name?
for Isabel.
And that's your first name on your birth certificate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Got
Well,
it.
that's
But they won't call her that.
They call her Alejandra.
By her middle name.
Hey, my daughter's name is Alexandra.
What was that
I'm all
movie
for
with
that name.
Adam Sandler? Because he had his
Oh,
kid
yeah,
when he was
yeah,
like
yeah.
13. He was one of those slept with the teacher thing.
Oh, that was
Little
Blended.
Nicky?
No,
Oh,
just
Blended.
go with it or something. Or no,
No, that was
just
Blended. Or that
Mama's Boy or something like that. What the hell was the name of that movie?
Grandma Boy?
No, not Grandma. It's
No.
one where Adam Sandberg played his son.
Andy Samberg, you mean?
And
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Andy
my
Samberg.
boy.
That's my boy.
He was Han Solo.
That's what he named his son.
He named his kid
Hey,
Han Solo.
I have real
He's
life
13.
friends whose brother had a child and named him something Solomon. I don't know if it's Hanson Solomon or whatever it is, and they call him Han Solo because they're big Star Wars fans.
Oh, that's funny. And then,
That's for
see, I
real.
was getting confused, Eric, because another Adam Sandler movie, Blended, he named his daughter Espen for ESPN.
Yeah, there's always.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Okay, let me read some of
Must
these
be his
texts.
thing to do.
I know,
Yeah.
right? We're talking about if you don't like your name. Now, let me tell you something. Obviously, my name, Roula, is not the easiest name for people to say. People still cannot say my name. They cannot spell my name. I hated my name as a child. It is short for Stavroula in Greek, which means the cross, Stavros and Stavroula. And when I was a child, I got mad at my parents because a lot of Greeks who had the name Stavroula in their line chose to name their daughters Stephanie as the American version. They did not choose Roula, the shortened version, and I would complain all the time to my mom. I'd like cry. Third grade, I came home crying. Mom, why did you name me Stephanie? Nobody can say my name. It's so hard. Like, I hated it.
sure.
And
Oh,
now I
yeah.
love it so much because it's so unique. There's only,
Yeah, but if
there's
you
only
weren't-
one of me.
If you weren't on radio, you wouldn't like it.
Hey, man, when I went to Philadelphia the day before I went on the first show,
It's cool.
they'd call me in the office and they go, we need you to change your name. I go, what? Bomb drop.
No, that's
Well, that's a little too hard to say your name. And I'm like,
How's
what?
that difficult?
Yeah, people couldn't.
Well, if you don't know it, like you never heard that name
it is
before.
very-
Like, we've heard it for 24 years.
Right, but nobody had heard that name ever. So, okay, let's go down the list here at 37530. The triplet that texted us first, she said, really, I hate my name. I'm a triplet, and my sisters get Rose and Michelle, and I get Tanita. Like, come on.
Wait,
is
Rose,
that?
Michelle, and Tanita?
Tanita.
It's like one of these things is not like the other.
That's just so arbitrary.
So hard.
Tanita.
What is that? Another person says, my name is Cortland, Kortlyn, and I hate how many people either can't say it, can't spell it, and when I was younger, I
Hard to
begged
spell.
my mom to change it
Sounds
almost
like a
daily.
medical cream.
Is it Courtney or is it Caitlin? No, it's Cortland. Another person says, I hate my name. It's Tammy, and I was named after the stupid Tammy and the Doctor. Tammy and the Millionaire movies, and she was a ditzy blonde. I don't know Tammy and the Doctor and Tammy and the
I
Millionaire.
don't know that either.
That's funny, though.
I
Right.
gotta look that up. That's gonna drive me
This
nuts.
person says, I hate my name because it's so hard for people to pronounce. It is spelled Juanisha. How do y'all say that? I know how to say it. Correct. Juanisha. But Kevin, imagine how many times that name's come up on the list as a child or now. Juanisha, Janisha.
Yeah.
People don't look at the Juan
It's like that
part
lady.
of the name.
Was it? Remember during the graduation, that lady couldn't say people's names.
Oh,
God,
I do
last
remember
year.
that.
Remember those
Last
names?
year at that college graduation, she couldn't even say Elizabeth. It was so insane. This woman could not
Eliza
read.
Bad.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
Yeah.
How about this one? This girl's name is Soraya. It looks like, I would say Soraya.
Like psoriasis?
And it's, oh my
Oh my,
God.
these are people's names.
wow.
Skin
Please be
condition.
kind.
Ahmad, what's that name? Ahmad's friend, or he knows someone with that name.
Psoriasis?
No,
Psoriasis?
Ahmad, come here. He told us last week.
He's coming.
It's a little more adult name, but
Soraya
This is a real-
Soraya.
This girl's name was Vajane in high school, and just imagine the
Yeah, I
spelling.
can imagine.
Oh,
It was torture. I felt so
Lord.
bad for her. But
Vajane.
Vajane.
Yeah,
Was
go
it-
with the middle name.
Was it spelled with a J or a G?
I think both.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
how?
both.
How do you have
Those
both?
parents had to
Okay.
know.
GJ.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, I did a little checking. There was actually a movie called Tammy and the Doctor, but it was like
What year is that?
1963.
Oh,
somebody
okay.
talks about
None of us know
Felicia.
that.
They didn't like that because bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Karen.
Another person said, my given name is Snezana. How do you say that?
Senza?
Snezana.
Oh, Sneeze?
It's Slavic, and it's mispronounced badly daily. I cringe every
How do you
time
even
someone
say
tries to
that?
say it. It has nothing to do with sneezing. It's pronounced the way that people are having a hard time to repeat it. Let's see, where is it? I'm Snezana, I'm going to say. Did she give us the phonetic? Anybody see the phonetic on text? I don't see
No,
it.
I
There's so
didn't
many
see that.
texts, I can't tell.
Yeah, I don't see that. Raimi, pronounced Raimi. It either gets spelled wrong or pronounced wrong. I have a bunch of pictures of the weird ways it's been written on food orders and Starbucks drinks. Raimi. My aunt and uncle named their children Cinnamon Brandy, Pepper Curry, Cayenne. Where is that?
So they're all
you guys-
spicy.
Wait, what?
All spices. Where's it? Ginger, Lee, Sage, and Mace. All are girls except for Mace. Why would you name
Mace.
your child after the pepper spray?
Yeah.
No, that's common.
Mace?
Mace.
Oh, Mace. But I've seen Mace with an S. Like
Or-
Mace.
or
Mace is also a
Mason.
weapon.
Mason.
And then
Mason.
you shorten
Oh, yeah,
it.
Mace is that
I feel like
weapon.
it's real Southern. Mace.
I mean, cinnamon is that's a hey, welcome to the side stage.
Yeah, I
there,
feel
cinnamon.
like you're built with a pole in your back
Wow.
in your room.
Gentlemen, put your hands together for Cinnamon. Cinnamon taking the stage.
Cinnamon Girl song.
Hey, time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it's do or die time for the Astros today. Their ninth inning rally fell short yesterday. One loss away from elimination. Hunter Brown is going to take the mound today.
And isn't he from Detroit, Eric?
Yep.
That's his home team. He's taken out.
Detroit taking on the D.
Yeah.
Take him out.
And we did find out from our friend. We found this out last week, but one of our friends that lives in Detroit, Eric and I were texting yesterday. He goes, Detroiters travel for their games. I was like, see, there it is, Detroiters. We didn't know what they're called.
And I was going to say,
oh yeah.
Detroiters.
because there's nothing to do there, you want to get the hell out of there as much as you can.
If you've been to Detroit, you'd know Eric is right. There's nothing to do there.
Especially in January.
Kevin, I got a story for you. This is going to make him jump for joy. There's a new study
watching
from
now, okay.
American Consumer Satisfaction Index. So they wanted to find out who had the best convenience store in America.
I already know the answer to this because I follow that.
Buc-ee's came in number 3 in the
Buc-ee's.
nation.
No. I'm sorry, Roula.
I'm saying
number
that to
2
you
was
sarcastic.
Quick Trip, but number 1 was Wawa.
The Wawa.
Wawa.
Does
Yeah.
Wawa cover that much of the United States? Like, I guess Buc-ee's and Wawa have the same coverage equally, right? Because
I would assume.
yeah,
I
there's
feel like QT's around everywhere.
QT.
Quick Trip.
Yeah, the Q.
Oh, that is Quick Trip.
They're number
QT.
2. They're number 2.
Q-tips.
Wawa's
Yeah.
1, Quick Trip, and then
Okay.
I feel like those are everywhere because they're like little gas stations. not
Wawa
like-
has spread, though,
Down the
over the
East
past
Coast.
20 years, all the way down to Florida, I believe.
Yes.
And
but we don't have them.
well,
Oh,
that's
Not yet.
because
I'm
y'all
hoping.
are Buc-ee's babies. Just wait till Wawa starts sneaking in, and y'all taste those submarine sandwiches.
Yeah.
Or if Buc-ee's goes
Y'all,
there.
you live here too.
Buc-ee's ain't going up there.
Why not?
Because of the
don't
East Coast.
Because we have Wawa and Sheets. I
Yeah.
don't think Buc-ee's
gonna
could compare.
Get the hell out
They
of
don't know what
here.
beef jerky is. They don't know what
beaver.
They don't know barbecue.
Listen,
They're gonna have a
Buc-ee's is
brisket,
not
they'll
about
be
that.
like, "What's this?
The biggest thing about
We
Buc-ee's is
don't
their
talk
clean bathrooms.
Hey, you guys! Hey, Vinny, come here! Hey, you guys!
You want some soda? You want some pop?
Can I please point out that it's not about anything that y'all are talking about Buc-ee's. It's about those clean bathrooms. And I don't remember any Wawa bathroom I ever thought, wow, I can't wait to go pee there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Buc-ee's whole shtick was,
That's very
we've
true.
got the bathrooms
I
and they're
like
clean.
To go pee there.
I feel like are they,
But the food wise,
are they two different things? I feel like Wawa's more like you can see it on a block.
Yeah, it's definitely
Like
a corner
Buc-ee's is
store.
an
It's more of a convenience store. It's
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
size
I feel like
of
7-Eleven and Wawa should be going at it. Not
Exactly,
Buc-ee's and
not
Wawa.
Buc-ee's. They're not the same
Not
playing
even in the
field.
same league.
I mean,
No.
7-Eleven doesn't make any fresh foods, though, so.
I'm saying
Right.
like
But it's the same thing. There's like 3 pumps and a very tiny
I mean,
convenience store.
White
Buc-ee's
Wawa.
is nearly the size of a Walmart.
Right.
we had White Hen in Chicago. That was our
White
to make that. Yeah, White Hen.
White hen.
White Hen Pantry, I think it was called. Or something, I can't remember.
Well, that's fun. All right, my friends. Coming up next, Special K's got a prank call. It's about Buc-ee's and Wawa fights. And I'm just kidding. I don't know. What's it about?
As you know, I am notorious for my memorable Russian accent.
Oh, God.
So spot
He's
on.
so good at it. Whenever he does other things, he turns into Russian.
And I have found a bored telemarketer who's going to counsel me.
Oh,
Are you serious?
I did not even need to call Ryan's sponsor, BetterHelp. I had the telemarketer help, and he's going to help
therapy.
me
Wow.
with my wife who has left me,
Oh, my.
God.
the Roula lady.
Oh, I did not see drink in front of my face. Okay. We're going to get that telemarketer turned around next on the Roula and Ryan Show.